Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Chills, and I am back with another video. And in today's video, we will be reacting to rappers who predicted their own passing away. But before we get into it, I want to say RIP to all these people who lost their lives. RIP, rest in peace. And y'all go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button.
If I'm gonna die or ever be a sacrifice, I want to make sure that my life made at least 5 million kids happy.
The world of rap is full of many things, including passionate rappers who put everything into their lyrics. However, a sad irony is that many rappers have put so much into their lyrics that they might even be seen as predictions for their downfalls, and in some cases, their own deaths. This has happened a lot more than you might think, so allow us to show you 10 rappers that really did predict their own passings. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Do you want to win a brand new iPhone? Message in this video for a chance, and to many he is a reminder of just how some of these rappers' lives are.
That's that
as well
song,
as the dangers
right
of
there.
this life. Wrld died in December 2019 after overdosing on drugs. Specifically, he was on a flight when he heard that police were waiting to search his plane, as they knew he had various illegal substances on it.
That seems so long ago.
And he took them to avoid capture and lost his life in the process. Now you might be thinking, did he really predict all of that? To which the answer is no. However, he did say this in a song once: "What's the 27 club? We ain't making it past 21." In case you don't know, Wrld died just 6 days after his 21st birthday. He was talking about how many musicians and celebrities were said to never make it to 27 years old. The reason this matters is that a very disturbing trend found that many rappers die before they're even 21, or they'll die when they're 21, and now Wrld can be added to that list. Some were so stunned by this that they
I heard about that 21 club.
Other rappers too. Number 9, XXXTentacion. X is a rapper whose presence is still missed by many, as his life was taken too soon. Here's the thing though, in his song Sad, he may have hinted that his death was coming soon, but not in the way he intended. Who am I? Someone that's afraid to let go. You decide if you're ever gonna let me know. Suicide if you ever try to let go. I'm sad, I know, yeah. I'm sad, I know, yeah. In the song, he's singing about the loss of a loved one, but here it can be taken that if he ever lost his girl, his life would be the next to go. Sure enough, he did lose his longtime girlfriend, and then his life was taken. Not by his own hand, mind you, but someone did take it, and many in the world were sad. Plus, in the music video for Sad, there was a part where he saw himself in a casket. Also, you remember the 21 Club? X is part of that, sadly. What's more, Wrld was a major friend to X, and he noted many times how he couldn't believe that he was gone. Sadly, now they're together in the afterlife, and their words are still ringing in the ears of many. Number 8, Mac Miller. Mac Miller is a cautionary tale of a man who had a lot and yet was willing to take his life because he lost a lot. The biggest thing being the loss of his longtime girlfriend Ariana Grande, who dumped him after a 2-year relationship that apparently had abuse in it. So what did he predict in regards to his death? Well, the music video for his track Self-Care mostly focused on Miller being trapped in a coffin underground, and only at the end did he escape to live his life again. Yet it's one specific line that gave everyone pause. Can't trust no one, can't even trust yourself. Now technically the line was meant to be at Ariana Grande, how he himself was not to be trusted because he apparently abused her, and in the end it was him that took his life and no one else. There's no doubt that Mac Miller had some mental problems, but the question really was, could he have been given the help he needed? It's hard to say. Mental issues are something that can be helped with, but the person needs to want to get better. Did Mac want to get better, or just be rid of the pain he had? We'll honestly never know, and that's part of the tragedy of his passing. Number 7, Notorious
Always call for help if you
In
need
the
it.
90s, the rap world fueled by 2 main men who were dropping bars and changing the industry. One was Tupac Shakur, and the other was Biggie Smalls, aka Notorious B.I.G., who eventually wrote the track Suicidal Thoughts, which had the line, "I'm glad I'm dead, I swear to God I feel like death is effing killing me." Not long after that song came out, Biggie Smalls went to the Soul Train Awards, and when he left the event, he was caught in a drive-by that took his life from him. Did he know when he wrote the song that this was gonna happen to him? Just as bad though is that the person or people who took the shots at him were never caught. The investigation happened, but no true suspects were arrested or truly charged with the crime of taking Biggie's life. To this day, it's an unsolved mystery, which is a crime in and of itself, really. Number 6, Big L. Lamont Coleman was a rapper known as Big L, and it was clear from a young age that he was going to be a star in the rap world. He started making tracks and beats when he was but a teenager, and then he released his true debut album at the age of 21. While he was working on his second album, which was highly anticipated, his life was taken from him. The album itself, not unlike many rappers that would follow a similar path out of life, was released posthumously, and in it was a song called Casualties of a Dice Game, which had the following lyrics that basically predicted his passing. I got weak and fell on my rear. Now I can...
It's just crazy. Like, how does all of a sudden all of these rappers just predict their death? How? How do these rappers predict their death?
the sirens, that means here comes the Jakes, but
Something
it's too
fishy
late,
going
I'm
on.
knocking on the pearly gates. The song was obviously made before his passing, and that makes this line even more eerie in how they accurately predict his impending passing. His life was taken in a drive-by in Harlem. Number 5, Blade Icewood. If you look up Blade Icewood, you won't find a lot of worldwide recognition, but in Detroit, he was a legend in every sense. If you don't know, the Detroit Underground is a sacred place in the rap world, and it's a place where people like Eminem rose to prominence before making their names in the rap world. Blade Icewood made his name in the underground, but that fame wouldn't last. Blade was in the literal war with another rapper called Wipeout. The conflict was so great that a bullet crippled Blade Icewood. He lived, but he was paralyzed and likely wouldn't be able to walk again. Wipeout's life was taken not long after, and many, including Icewood, noted that it was revenge for what happened to him more than likely. Not long after that happened, Blade Icewood released a track called All To You, and he put all his emotions into it, including saying, "Next time you better take me out." Whether intentional or not, that wish did indeed come to pass, as he was indeed taken out, showing the dangers in being in this business. Number 4, Dalla. Dalla was a rapper that had his life taken before he could ever release his first true album, but even though he never released it when alive, the tracks were eventually released, including the track Georgia Nights, where he sang this: "Waking up in cold sweats, having dreams of going out with a bang. My papa died by the gun, I'll die by the gun. And if I ever have a son, he'll probably die by the same. They say the good die young, so I must be on my way." Sadly, he was right. His life was taken in Los Angeles in 2009, which of course was very tragic. Number 3, Chinks.
Oh, I thought for a second he was about to say his son's life was taken too by that.
Drugs. French Montana once rode with a crew called Coke Boys, and one of the people in that crew was a man/rapper named Chinks Drugs. He, like many before him, was trying to make his way up in the rap world, but one of the biggest things he did was make a song called Maybe. He poured all his emotions into the song and sang, "Certain things in life just go unexplained. Death's a sure thing, kids left to hold your name. This is for my homies on the other side. We see you short, but try hard not to F up my stride. Shiesty won't F up my high. Put the key in the ignition and jump in the ride. Just trying to find a peace of mind. This nasty trying to take a piece of mine." All of this clearly screamed that he felt he would be going to the next life himself soon, and in 2015 that promise came true. Thus, his potential was never fulfilled. Number 2, Proof. This one might make your head spin a bit. There was a Detroit rapper named Proof, and his life was taken from him in 2006. But it wasn't just the rapper who sang about his own passing. 2 other rappers did as well. One was by the group of the name D12, and then the legend himself, Eminem, sang a song about Proof passing. It was in the track Toy Soldiers, where he sang, "I'm in the club to beef, you gotta murder me there." Sure enough, Proof was taken by a drive-by in front of a Detroit club in 2006. That's a scary accurate sequence of events. Number 1, Tupac Shakur. Tupac is one of the most revered and respected legends in all of rap, and his death, very soon after the death of Biggie Smalls, no less, rocked the rap community very hard. So hard that, like certain other rappers on this list, he's believed to be alive and that he faked his death in various ways to get free of the pressure of
And that's another thing. Every time a rapper dies or a celebrity dies, somebody always say they faked their death or they saw them somewhere. Who knows? They probably could have.
Rap world, as well as get away from the enemies who honestly did want to take his life. But what might be the most creepy things about his death is that a mere 2 months before it happened, Tupac sang this on the track Unchanged. "I've been shot and murdered. Can you tell how it happened word for word? Best believe gon' get what they deserve." This is indeed what happened to Tupac as he was leaving an event and was getting into his car. The security car with his girlfriend drove away, and then a drive-by occurred, fulfilling the prophecy of what he sang, more or less anyway. Because while he did get shot and his life was taken because of it, the people who shot at him were honestly never caught. Truly, like Biggie Smalls, there was an investigation into the matter, but nothing came of it. Hence the conspiracy theories as to how he was alive, which was fueled by various matters after the death of Tupac that didn't add up, like the funeral that went from very public to private, the coroner who had wrong measurements on Tupac's body before cremating him, and that some of the people closest to him and his rap crew have teased he's alive. To be clear, we don't think he's alive, but that hasn't stopped many from believing. And there you have it, a look at various rappers who've had their
Well, RIP to every person who lost their life. And I want to say, I've heard, I'm not saying it's true. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that, like, some of these rappers, like, when they sign a contract and stuff, they know when they're going to die and stuff. Like the 21 Club, and I think something called, like, the 27 Club, something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know nothing. So FBI, government, all of y'all secret people, don't come for me. Alright? I do not know. Understand. I've heard people know when they're going to die and stuff like that. And sometimes when they sign their contract and stuff, the industry can do whatever they want to them. I don't know. That's what I've heard. But if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure y'all hit that like button and that subscribe button, please, and thank you, with post notifications on. And go check out my previous videos, and one of my previous videos should be on the screen right now. And it's your boy Chizzle. Oh, also I want to say thank you guys for watching if y'all did watch this whole video through. And it's your boy Chizzle, and I'm out. Peace.